How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. This is an abomination. This is insane. This is probably the most outrageous thing happening right now in the world, or at least in the US. This is not me saying this. This is Elon Musk saying that he can't stand for it anymore. And he's got to say something. Whether you like Elon or not, this has direct implications for you, for Bitcoin, for crypto, for the financial markets, for everything you own. We also have a hoodwink. Donald Trump was supposedly going to launch something huge in crypto, and it's a lie. We'll talk about that too. If you don't mind, hit subscribe so you can see future videos just like this. Also, if you want to trade crypto, there's a link to Bydfi underneath the video. You can start trading in just a few minutes on the platform, and you can use crypto as collateral, not just USDT USDT. You can use, for example, Bitcoin for Bitcoin trade. So if you have some extra Bitcoin that you want to leverage trade, you can do that. Or maybe you have an altcoin. Maybe you have some Solana or some XRP and you want to try to gain more. You can do that. The way that I trade is very, I'd say, risk off. I use 2-3x leverage positions for the most part to get access to more capital to put into my favorite trades. And using those coins as the collateral can get you even bigger returns. There's also a 20 to 60% bonus when you use my link underneath the video. Now let me start here. My last video, I titled Crypto Might Dump Really Soon. Here's my plan. I got really a lot of backlash on this. And I said right at the beginning, like, stay through to the end of the video. Basically, the whole video was me explaining that some people are bearish on the market, like Robert Kiyosaki, but a lot of these people just continuously call for crashes and they never come. And that I'm not trying to time the market. Basically, I'm saying, okay, there will be a dump. Crypto will dump. Bitcoin will dump at some point. It's consistent. Like last year, we dumped 30+%. This year, we've dumped already 30+%. We see bear markets where we dump more than that. And I think it's important to have a plan. And I lay out my plan for, depending on how much we go down, how much I'll buy or how I'll buy. And people did not like that. So far, this is a video that a lot of people have watched. I think 15,000 people. And I've actually lost subscribers on it. But I think it's really important. People don't want to hear these videos. They don't want to think about Bitcoin possibly going down. But the thing is, we're going to go down. And I think these are very important things to know and to pay attention to and to think about now while times are good. Now, that being said, you also have to be more than a thumbnail or title investor. Don't just buy or sell because someone says something in a title. You have to understand their deeper meaning, their deeper reasons for posting like this, right? I know this is a catchy title. I know it'll catch some flack, but people watch it, and if they watch it, they'll actually understand it's valuable. Same thing here. People not paying a lot of attention to what's actually happening. Donald Trump to launch Bitcoin and crypto wallet and trading app. This happens all the time on Twitter. Something big is announced, people get so excited, and then clarity comes out. This is from Donald Trump Jr. The Trump organization has zero involvement with this wallet product. Eric Trump and I know nothing about it. Stay tuned. World Liberty Financial, which we have been working tirelessly on, will be launching our official wallet soon. So this happens all the time where there's some piece of news, sometimes even from official sources, that gets announced, and then it's just all a lie. So be careful. You cannot afford to just make judgments based on one sentence anymore. You have to understand deeper context. You have to do a little bit of digging yourself. Now, this is something that a lot of people misunderstand too. Elon Musk just said, "I'm sorry, but I can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it." Saying it will massively increase the already gigantic budget deficit to $2.5 trillion and burden American citizens with crushingly unsustainable debt. This is the big, beautiful bill from Donald Trump. So now, Elon has largely left Doge or, has stepped away from working on it so much. Some people would just say, well, he does this with other businesses too. He starts a business, puts a lot of time and effort into it, then can kind of step away from it and have it more automated. But it seems like he stepped away from Doge a little bit. There's less emphasis on Doge from Musk and also from Trump and the administration. So Elon kind of battling with Trump here. And this is constant. This is something that happens with a lot of politicians, right? They talk about fiscal responsibility and then they go spend money. They want votes. They want people's approval. They want to give people money and they print it out of thin air. I mean, look at this. This is the budget deficit. In 2000, it was 236 billion. 2001, 128 billion. Even in 2007, it was only 161 billion, which still is a lot of money, but nothing compared to where we are now. It ballooned all the way up to 1.41 trillion in 2009, 1.29 trillion in 2010, 1.3 trillion in 2011. Then it went down. It went down significantly. It got cut basically by 60% over the next 4 years, from 1.3 trillion to 442 billion. Then started to move back up. Then ballooned. 2020 happened, and we printed money all over the place. 2021, 2.7. 2022, 1.38. 2023, 1.7. 2024, 1.83. So you can see, like, it started to get reduced. 2022 was the depth of the bear market for stocks and for crypto. But part of the reason for that was there's a lot less money that was being printed, a lot less debt, a lot less deficit. Now the market's starting to return and debt's starting to go back up. The budget deficit continues to go up. So if we want to be fiscally responsible, we need to cut this, or at least like keep it the same. If we kept it the same and we continue at 1.83 trillion, we'd grow out of it. But that's not going to happen. Right? This will probably bring our deficit back up to 2.5 trillion. And I bring this up because this is one of the reasons people love Bitcoin, right? There's a finite supply. You can set it across the world in seconds. It's easily divisible. There's no middlemen. Those are some of the properties about Bitcoin that people love. Also, you can hold it and actually self-store it, unlike a lot of other assets. The inflation rate is so low too. Let's go back 10 years ago. Back 10 years ago, the inflation rate was around 9.25%. Then 5 years ago, it was 2-ish%, right around 2%. Now, it's about 0.85%. In 5 more years, it's going to be 0.41. It just gets cut in half every 4 years, right? And there's some, it's not a perfect line, but it basically gets cut in half every 5 years. Every 4 years. So right now, we know the inflation rate of Bitcoin is around 0.8%, 0.85%. This is about half what gold is. Keep in mind, if gold's price goes up, we're going to mine more gold. It becomes more profitable to mine in less gold-rich environments. Same thing with silver, same thing with every rare asset or rare earth material. Same thing with real estate. They'll build more buildings if area becomes more desirable. Some farmer will sell off his property, his 30 acres, and it will be developed. More supply will hit the market, and it kind of balances itself out to a point. Same thing with a stock, right? A stock goes up significantly. A lot of the time there's dilution. However, with Bitcoin, there is no dilution. If someone wants to buy a lot of Bitcoin and the price goes up, well, guess what? The next year, there's only going to be 0.8% more Bitcoin. And the big institutions are buying a lot more than what is being minted or mined right now, printed, right? There's only 0.8% more Bitcoin this year than last year. And MicroStrategy alone is buying enough to absorb like all the new supply. And they've done that. I think they bought 2 years of the new supply over the last 6 months. BlackRock's the same way. They're just buying so much. Other institutions and companies are buying now too. So yeah, this abomination, this outrageous, massive, pork-filled congressional spending bill, again, is why people want to buy Bitcoin. And yes, the price of Bitcoin will spike up and go down aggressively, right? This is a very new asset. There's some leverage involved in the asset too. A lot of people are treating this like it's risk on, but as time goes on, it gets smoothed out, right? Like let's look at the 1 month here for Bitcoin. It's up and to the right. Sure, there are times where it goes down, but you smooth it out and it is up and to the right. Right? There are a couple months at a time, maybe 3 or 4 months where it can be red. But yeah, over time, this is a great asset to hold that appreciates very well. And that's why I hold a significant amount of Bitcoin in my portfolio. Let me know your thoughts though. Again, if you want to trade, there are links to Bydfi, BTCC, BitUNix, a couple other platforms underneath as well, like WEEX. A lot of them have bonuses right now. I like leverage trading. I use a small part of my portfolio to leverage trade. And I realize that it is riskier, but also it has better returns. And I've been able to prove that. I have really good returns in my portfolios. I just go low leverage. I don't get too aggressive. I don't get too greedy. I take profits. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next one.